Shlach lecha, send for yourself. Bamidbar 13 verse 1 to 15 verse 41. Bamidbar chapter 13. By the mouth of Adonai, Moshe had to send for himself a leader of each tribe to search out Canaan's wealth. The name is noted of each man, and Hoshea he called Yehoshua ben Nun. Whether the people were few or many, strong or weak, whether the land was good or evil, rich or poor, they had to seek. Their courage should not be mute, for they had to bring some of the fruit. Cluster of grapes on a pole from the wadi of Eshcol, and other fruit they did bring, after 40 days when they did return. They reported that the land flowed with milk and honey at first, but when Caliph urged them go, their grasshopper fear brought out the worst. Bamidbar chapter 14. The assembly cried all night. For a new leader they wanted to fight, grumbling why they had not died in Mitzrayim, or not yet made graves in the wilderness for them. Yehoshua and Caliph tore their clothes, imploring the people not to fear. The people wanted to pick up stones. Then the glory of Adonai did appear. How long will he by them not be trusted, the people he was ready to disinherit? But Moshe pleaded on his face for Adonai to give them grace. The nations will say he could not bring them into the land, therefore he had to slay them by his hand. He asked that by his great kindness he will also forgive this great crookedness. Truly Adonai did choose to forgive, but none who tried him 10 times would live to see the land except for Yehoshua and Caliph. 40 years everyone in the wilderness will now wander, until all the counted ones have perished for this blunder. The 10 who brought the evil news, by the plague they did their lives lose. But the next day some went up with speed. To Moshe's warning they paid no heed, and by the enemy were smitten indeed. Bamidbar chapter 15. Adonai confirmed again the mincha and drink offering, that Yisrael with a bull, lamb, or goat should bring. When bringing for a vow voluntary olah or shelamim, as is for Yisrael, so too for the stranger dwelling with them. When you bring in the harvest for your bread, of the first of your dough always to Adonai present. And if the assembly sins by mistake, the olah and chatah to the priest they must take. If a being of Israel or stranger sins by mistake, the chatah for him will atonement make. But if it is done defiantly, that one shall be cut off promptly. They found one on Shabbat that was wood collecting. To stone him with stones was the right ruling. Bnei Israel should make tzitzit, adding a blue cord. Attaching it to the corner of their garment was the word. See it, remember to do the commands, that is smart. Don't be a harlot after your own eyes and heart, because to Adonai you are set apart. For there is no doubt that Adonai brought you out of Eretz Mitzrayim to be your Elohim.